Good evening. I'm Dr. Noreen Tanzi, Superintendent of the South Plainfield School District. I would like to welcome all of you to the groundbreaking ceremony for the Riley Annex preschool building. Before we begin the ceremony, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the dignitaries who are joining us here this evening. We have our Central Office Administration, Ms. Mary Maliska, Assistant Superintendent of Curriculum, Mr. Alex Benanti, Business Administrator, Ms. Joanne Ryan, Director of Special Services, Pre-K 6, Mr. Andrew Brandon, Director of Special Services 7 through 12, Mr. Tom Wiggins, Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds, Tammy Zerka, Athletic Director, and Pat Cerullo, Director of Curriculum Elementary. I also noticed they're coming in with her family. We have Tara Martinetti. She is planning, as we're moving along in the process for our preschool, and she'll be taking over one of the integral roles in our preschool program. From the Board of Education, we have President Pio Panisi, Vice President Tom Cassio, Board members Doug Chapman, Jim Giannakis, Sharon Miller, and Bill Susselberg. From the Borough of South Plainfield, we have Council President Rob Benzavenga, Councilwoman Christine Faustini, Councilman Derek White, Councilwoman Melanie Mott, and Councilman Pete Smith. We also are recognizing our state senator, Senator Patrick Dygnan. We also have representatives here from USA Architects and Mobile Lease, both very important part of our building, of our preschool annex. Our story began several years ago here in South Plainfield as we began to recognize the need to create much needed classroom space in our schools, most notably in our elementary schools. As we addressed the many obstacles that popped up during the pandemic, the issue of classroom space continued to plague our district. Once our students returned to a normal school environment, we had to address the space issues. Not only the need for classroom space was still evident, but the need for more preschool space and early childhood services had grown as well. We made this issue a top priority for our district. In July of 2022, I approached the board about building a preschool space in our district. I presented the plan on how we could design a space as an early childhood education center, and we would be able to welcome more preschool students into the program. We could place the building on an existing school site, and we could fund the project through district funds allocated to capital projects, as the district had remained fiscally responsible over the past number of years. Working with the business administrator, we were able to create a payment schedule to pay for the building in full over the next 5 years. The board, of course, asked what was close to 1 million questions, but once they were satisfied with the answers, they were very supportive of the concept. With a close eye on spending, the board gave their approval, and off we went. Now, for the timeline. I must admit, my plan threw the board and the rest of central office into a bit of a frenzy. I explained that I wanted the annex to open in September of 2023, less than 14 months from the date first proposed. I know it was a lofty plan, but the opportunity to parlay the new preschool building with all of its required bells and whistles into a universal preschool program was at our fingertips, and we knew it had to happen. With this aggressive plan in mind, the district began the process of obtaining multiple state approvals. And right here is when I have to stop and personally thank Senator Patrick Dygnan, who may have pulled a few strings, or way more than a few strings, I didn't ask. And we were approved in record time. So thank you, Senator, for all of your help. Wink, wink. Next was the application for the preschool expansion grant. We were hopeful we would receive the grant and would then be able to offer free preschool to our residents here in South Plainfield. We submitted the paperwork and awaited the answer. In December of 2022, the district received official notification that South Plainfield had been awarded a grant of $1.7 million this year, with an additional funding proposed for next year as we planned to expand our preschool program. That brings us here to the groundbreaking ceremony, and we are full steam ahead. Every time someone says, "I'm not sure if we can get this done," my response is, yes, we will. There's no stopping this school district because we are South Plainfield and we make things happen. If you'll let me take a moment to give a round of applause to those people who will be working tirelessly over the next few months so that we can welcome our preschool students to the Riley Preschool Annex in September of 2023. I'm going to read them off. Mr. Tom Wiggins, our Supervisor of Buildings and Grounds. Your eyes are not deceiving you. When you think you see somebody over here at 5 o'clock in the morning, yes, it's Tom. You don't need to call the police. To his entire crew, Nick, John, Kenny, Adam, Max, and Andrew, who will be working on this project until it's perfect. Or until I say it's perfect. Lead groundsman Harry and his ground crew to ensure that our grounds are absolutely perfect. To Alex Benanti, our business administrator, who will continue to keep the bills for the project paid and to assure we are well within the budget. To our borough inspectors, who have partnered with the district to ensure we have a building that is safe and will be ready to open in September. To our fire director, Joe Epperzazy, who is always an ally to the district, and believe me, he checks everything. To our Board of Education members, who believe me, will continue to meet with me and all of Central Office to ask the important questions about student safety and instruction, building progress, and always keeping that close eye on how the district is utilizing public tax dollars. To our mayor and council, as well as our borough administrator, who work with the district in partnership so that we can provide the best services to the residents of this borough. Together, we make things happen. And I hope that you are all going to be free to join us for the ribbon cutting ceremony. We're going to plan that for late August. Thank you, and thank you for being here. Now let me introduce our board president, Mr. Pio Panisi, for a few words.
Groundbreaking ceremony. I've served on the South Plainfield Board of Education for many years, and I've seen many changes during that time. I am very proud of the accomplishments we have had as a district, but the amount of work that has taken place over the last few years is astounding, and the Riley Preschool Annex is a testament to what can happen when you have forward-thinking educators and partners who continue to focus on what's best for children. When I first learned the preschool plan, I had my reservations, mostly about the time frame, and that was a mistake when I told her that. Okay, but rest assured the district can get it done, and here we are getting it done. I believe the children of South Plainfield deserve a wonderful preschool education center, and to be able to offer free preschool is fantastic for the families of South Plainfield. As our borough continues to grow, as a board, we continue to recognize the importance of meeting the needs of our residents. The opening of the Riley Preschool Annex not only addresses a space issue at the elementary level, but creates the opportunity to provide an early education program to our younger students free of charge in a beautiful early education center. I am so excited to see the progress of the building over the next few months. It's definitely a win for students, families, and all the residents of South Plainfield. Thank you. I'd like to call up John Cassio, Vice President, just for a few words.
I'm going to step in for just a minute. I realized that I was remiss and I did not introduce one of our council people, Derek White. You have on the next page, I believe. So I wanted to make sure you are always at all of our events, and I appreciate it.
I hate following Maureen because she always takes my thunder. I don't want to be redundant, but I did have a little something I wrote up, and I just wanted to read it because I think it brings some timeline also to this project. You know, this board and Dr. Tanzi, the Board of Education, Central Administration, we've been closely monitoring the pulse of South Plainfield over the last, I would say, since we've all been here 7, 8 years now. And we recognize what's going on. We see the developments that are being built around us, some forced upon us, we have to be prepared for what's coming our way. We also see what's happening in South Plainfield with younger families coming in, and they want to be here, and they're buying homes, and they have got children, and we welcome them, and we welcome the children to this district. So we had to be proactive. We know the students are coming. We did not want the classrooms to be oversized. We wanted it to be manageable, not only for the children, but for the staff to accommodate them. And we talked about this over the last few years, pre-pandemic. Do we have to build wings on grammar schools to take in these students? Do we have to build a new elementary school? You know, we've been talking about it for years. I mean, when prior to Mr. Bernisi, Mr. Chapman was president, he developed a housing committee to coordinate these efforts. And we've been in unison with the council, members of the council on our shared services committee, talking about these for years. We also were very adamant, the board, I can tell you, we're very adamant in not going out for another referendum to fund these projects. We appreciate the taxpayers. They trusted us, 7 years ago, to put a referendum together to, expand this district, to beautify this district, to bring programs to this district. And we knew we cannot do that again. That's not fair to the taxpayers. And we have been fiscally responsible, building up a strong capital reserve. And then we went out and we projected a 5-year plan to pay for this project on top of the reserve with budgeted taxpayer money that we get annually. And that was responsible on our end, and I commend the board and to Dr. Tanzi for, sticking to our guns here. I want to thank the senator, the mayor, the council. They've always been receptive. We have a great working relationship, and it'll continue. Thank you. The planning board for helping expedite this, and all our inspectors in town. I know they're going to work together with us and try to get this done, and we're going to get it done to benefit the town and the children. One more person I'd like to give a shout out to, and I apologize, is resident Al Fischetti. Al has been instrumental with PSE&G in helping us to get through some barriers here, some red tape, to expedite some of these, hurdles that we had to get through to get to where we are right now. So I just wanted, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank him for that. And that's it. Thank you.
We're just going to take a moment so we can do our first, I guess, hard hat and scoop. Is that, I don't know what you call it, just groundbreaking portion of our program. Ready? Everybody ready? Oh, we're good. We're actually rolling it?
Yeah, don't throw it backwards
ready?
on the bill.
Not throw it super hard.
Okay, we won't throw it too hard. Ready?
You're going to have dirt on yourself.
Go, throw it!
I just said don't throw too hard.
I'd like to ask now, if you wouldn't mind, if the council and Senator Dykman, would you join us?
We ain't putting on those hard hats.
That's right. I'm gonna give my shovel away and step out of the picture.
I'll have the picture right next to Mayor Lakewood.
Oh, yeah. We'll be in the picture, but let them do the next shovel of dirt. So if the council and Senator Dykman, if you'll grab there should be enough. We're not. The board won't throw the dirt.
Come up here.
There's some over here. Do you have some over here?
Dirt for everyone.
Oh wait, I'm not sure that. Hold on. Here.
Anybody have their pockets full?
Ready on the count of 3?
Wait,
1,
Sharon's not in the
2,
picture.
3.
Yeah. Oh, yay.
And one more I have to ask for some other very important people. Alex, Mr. Wiggins, Tom, please come up. Mary,
Mary, come on up, Mary.
Come on, Mary. Wait.
Come on, Mary, don't be contrary.
We all know that.
Andy, you'll be part of it as well.
Everybody just shift down a little bit. Stand in the picture, guys, please. That's true. I know. I
Again on the count of 3. Ready? Count of 3. There we go. Perfect.
Don't let Ocean see that.
Do I need a helmet?
No. This here? No. Ready? We got everybody?
Hold on.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Who are we looking at?
I don't know, everybody. Ready? 1, 2, 3. No, I thought we gotta do it again. Do one again. Ready? On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I'll stay on this side.
There you go. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Absolutely.
Thank you everyone for joining us. You'll be able to watch the progress of the building as it goes up over the next few months. We're very excited. Please drive by, take a look, take some pictures. We are going to be doing the same, so you'll be able to see the progress on our website. Thank you so much. Yes.
Is this building being attached or no? It'll be a private building.
What is next? It's not attached.
Thank you.
Yes.